Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. In 2009, Joe Biden promised to provide short-term relief to American families facing pain at the pump. And he promised to create 5 million green new jobs by strategically investing $150 billion. Out of the 5 million green jobs Biden promised, he only delivered 2,298 at a cost of $11.45 million per job. At the 2012 debates, Mitt Romney commented on their spectacular failure.
Like 50 years worth of breaks into solar and wind, to Solyndra and Fisker and Tesla and Enter1. I mean, I had a friend who said you don't just pick the winners and losers, you pick the losers.
And at the same time Biden and Obama were promising to reduce pain at the pump, they were also promising to make energy prices skyrocket.
Under my plan of a cap and trade system, electricity rates would necessarily skyrocket. Even, regardless of what I say about whether coal is good or bad, because I'm capping greenhouse gases, coal-powered plants, natural gas, you name it, whatever the plants were, whatever the industry was, they would have to retrofit their operations. That will cost money. They will pass that money on to consumers.
Obama and Biden were telling the public they were going to do one thing while they're actually doing the exact opposite. Now let's fast forward to 2020 when Joe Biden promised to end fossil fuels.
But kiddo, I want you to just take a look, okay? You don't have to agree. But I want you to look in my eyes. I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel, and I am not going to cooperate. Okay?
For the 3 years prior to Biden moving into the White House, the United States was the world's top oil producer. His first couple weeks in office, Biden loudly took actions to reduce the supply of oil coming out of North America. He halted all new oil and gas leases on U.S. land and water. And he halted the Keystone XL pipeline. By choking off the supply of oil, he quite predictably caused energy prices to skyrocket, just like Obama promised. Since the date of the election, crude oil prices are up about 250%. This is exactly what Biden wanted to happen. Their plan was to reduce consumption by making energy unaffordable. When energy prices get very high, people on fixed incomes can't purchase as much. What the Biden administration is doing has very little effect on rich people, but it's a very strong and regressive tax on the poor. Energy prices are skyrocketing just like Biden wanted, and quite predictably his poll numbers are tanking to record lows for any president. The Biden administration plan all along was to reduce American oil production. And like they always do, when they're called out on it, they simply lie about it.
So gas prices in California, I have to look down at this. The number is so big I shouldn't even need my glasses. $4.67 for a gallon in California. That's more than it's ever been there. And you don't have to go to California for high gas prices. They're high around the country. What's the administration doing today to address that problem?
Yeah, I mean, John, the president is all over this. He really is very concerned about inflation, obviously, and the price of gasoline, because that's the most obvious manifestation of it. And as you know, no president controls the price of gas. Oil is sold on a global market. It is, as we see, as everybody's coming out of COVID, there is a huge increase in demand. The supply has not caught up. So the president is looking at the limited tools that he has. I have nothing to announce on this, but no, he is looking and evaluating all of his options, limited though they may be in the United States.
She said that the president doesn't have any control of the global oil supply, when in fact their entire policy was based on reducing the global oil supply. The Biden administration has been ramping down U.S. oil and gas production, which has been a huge boom for Middle East and Russian providers. And this puts the Middle East and Russia in control of gas prices. Once again, the Biden administration is doing the exact opposite of what they're telling the public they're doing. And meanwhile, Biden is circling back around to the same fraud from 2009. His infrastructure bill is based around the same principles as his fake bill from 2009, only this one's a lot more expensive. Toto has been pulling back the curtain on Biden's White House scams for the entire time he's been in the White House. You can visit Toto, Kyrie, and Caesar on the web at realclimatescience.com.